Welcome back to a new video. In the realm of herpetology, the year 2023 unveiled a captivating array of newly discovered snake species, each providing distinctive insights into the diversity and adaptations of these mysterious creatures. Among the remarkable finds was a venomous snake distinguished by a peculiar trait, a unique forked penis. Another intriguing discovery was a venom-spitting snake, its existence clouded with uncertainty as it hovered on the edge of potential extinction. Adding to the allure was a snake whose true identity remained concealed for an astonishing 46 years before being officially recognized as a separate species. Furthermore, the year witnessed the christening of numerous snakes with names honoring esteemed individuals, commemorating their contributions to science, conservation, and the comprehension of reptilian biodiversity. Are you new to this channel? I really appreciate you subscribing and hitting the notification bell. Number 1. Harrison Ford's Slender Snake. Harrison Ford's slender snake, a new snake species with the scientific name Tachymonoides harrisonfordi named after the renowned actor Harrison Ford, was unearthed in Peru. Discovered basking in the sun within the marshes of Otashi National Park in the Andes in May 2022, this serpent stands out for its slender physique. The single male specimen found is characterized by its pale yellow-brown hue, adorned with scattered black blotches across its skin, a black underbelly, and a distinctive vertical streak above its copper-colored eye, aiding in its camouflage. Fully grown, it measures a mere 16 inches in length. Feeding primarily on lizards and frogs, this snake perfectly adapts to its environment. Number 2. Tutors Coffee Snake. The Tutors coffee snake, known scientifically as Ninea gaitadori, is characterized by its predominantly black coloration with a touch of rust on the scales tips. Notably, the snake's head appears dipped in white paint, although the upper part, including the eyes, forehead, and nostrils, remains black without any white pigment, thus looking like they're wearing a white collar around their necks. Males typically measure around 243 mm from snout to vent, while females are slightly smaller at 183 mm. These snakes predominantly inhabit coffee plantations, particularly in areas where their cloud forest habitat has been disrupted. Endemic to the Pacific slopes of the Andes in northwestern Ecuador, they dwell at elevations ranging between 1,000 and 1,500 meters above sea level. Researchers have observed these snakes moving along the forest floor at night and seeking refuge under decomposing logs during daylight hours. In response to threats, they flatten their bodies and tails, appearing wider than usual. The species name pays tribute to Guy Tudor, a prominent naturalist and scientific illustrator renowned for his passion for birds and wildlife conservation efforts throughout South America. Number 3. Hunan Oddscaled Snake. The Hunan Oddscaled snake, also known as the Hunan burrowing snake and scientifically classified as Acalinus hunanensis, represents a newly identified snake species exclusive to China's Hunan province. The holotype specimen was unearthed in the vicinity of a mountain stream, sheltered by shrubs beneath a subtropical evergreen broadleaf forest in Huangyan village. With a total length measuring 329 mm and a snout-to-vent length of 255 mm, this snake boasts a slender, cylindrical body adorned with 23 rows of lanceolate, strongly keeled dorsal scales. Its head, slightly differentiated from the neck, features small eyes and 23 uniformly sized, curved maxillary teeth. In living individuals, the dorsal surface exhibits a dark, slightly metallic hue, accented by a yellowish patch on the occipital region of the head. The holotype was observed transitioning from leaf litter to a stream under the cover of darkness, suggesting a nocturnal inclination. Given the presence of earthworms in the vicinity of the holotype and the dietary preferences of related species, it is speculated that this snake species feeds on earthworms. Number 4. Desert Whip Snake. The Demantia cyanocasma, commonly known as the desert whip snake, was discovered as a new venomous snake species in 2023, native to Australia. Recognized for its elongated body measuring 28 to 35 inches and slender build, it features a relatively small head and short fangs, complemented by large eyes. Distinguished by its bluish-gray body contrasted with a copper head and tail, it exhibits fewer black markings on its dorsal scales compared to its nearest relative. Noted for its shy demeanor, it tends to flee upon sensing any threat, primarily targeting small and agile desert lizards as prey, employing a pursuit strategy. While its venom, containing zootoxin, is adapted primarily for subduing smaller animals, it poses minimal risk to humans. Nonetheless, a bite from this snake may cause discomfort and localized swelling. Found commonly in urban areas, they remain elusive and swift-moving creatures, adapted for speed. You need to be like Flash to catch one. Number 5. DiCaprios Snail-eating snake. The scientific name of this snail-consuming snake snake associated with DiCaprio is Cybin Ermelin DiCaprio. This species pays tribute to Ermelin DiCaprio, the mother of Leonardo DiCaprio, a committed advocate and champion of biodiversity conservation globally. Endemic to Panama, it was identified by Ecuadorian biologist Alejandro Artiega and Panamanian biologist Abel Batista in 2023. This nocturnal serpent, measuring approximately 40 centimeters in length, features a set of large orange eyes and has alternating striped cream and dark brown underbelly and alternating stripes of tan and dark brown on top. Among the recently discovered snail-eating snakes, it is exceptionally rare, inhabiting the Chaco-Darien Gap forests spanning eastern Panama and western Colombia, within a humid tropical climate. These snakes scour for snails and slugs on shrubs, trees, and palm fronds situated 200 to 300 centimeters above the ground. Despite its mild disposition, the snake employs a defensive strategy of coiling around its head and emitting a pungent odor rather than resorting to biting. Number 6. Canopy snail-eating snake. The Cybin canopy, commonly known as the canopy snail-eating snake, is named in tribute to the Canopy family's network of reserves, particularly the Canopy Lodge situated in Panama. In 2019, a team of biologists, invited by the Canopy family, embarked on an expedition to survey the herpetofauna across 3 eco-lodges, the Canopy Tower, the Canopy Lodge, and the Canopy Camp, owned and managed by the Canopy family. This endeavor led to the identification of this new snake species. Typically measuring around 35 centimeters in length, these snakes hunt nocturnally within vegetation ranging from 0.5 to 3 meters above the ground, dwelling in old-growth to moderately disturbed evergreen foothill montane forests. Distinguished by their large, deep reddish-brown eyes, olive-colored dorsal pattern adorned with maroon bands, and a throat marked with white and brownish blotches, they are regarded as native solely to Panama. However, there has been one recorded instance of an individual near the border with Costa Rica, suggesting the potential presence of this species in both countries. Number 7. Marleys snail-eating snake. The scientific name of Marleys snail-eating snake is Cybin marleyi. This recently discovered species has been located in both Ecuador and Colombia. Observations have shown specimens actively foraging at night on shrubs and trees, typically situated 1 to 6 meters above the ground within old-growth evergreen lowland foothill forests, particularly near streams and small rivers. Males typically measure 18 inches from vent to snout, while females measure around 14 inches. Despite its intimidating appearance with blood-red eyes, a charcoal-colored tongue, and a speckled scale pattern featuring shades of maroon, orange, yellow, and white, this snake poses no threat to humans. When faced with danger, individuals may resort to defensive behaviors such as hiding the head among body coils and emitting a musky and unappetizing odor. The snake's namesake pays tribute to the 11-year-old daughter of Brian and Audrey Chef, avid supporters of global biodiversity conservation efforts. Number 8. Vieiras snail-eating snake. The scientific name of Vieiras snail-eating snake is Cybin vieirai. This species inhabits regions of Ecuador and Colombia. Specimens have been discovered in various habitats ranging from old-growth to heavily disturbed evergreen lowland foothill forests, as well as rural gardens and plantations. Measuring just over 2 feet in length, these snakes typically display a predominantly dark brown body coloration, occasionally accented with flecks of white, black, and yellow. Their large, dark eyes contribute to their distinctive appearance. Active observations have revealed these snakes foraging at night, either at ground level or on vegetation up to 3 meters above the ground. One instance recorded a snake emerging from beneath a pile of logs at sunset. Their activity seems to increase during rainy or drizzling weather conditions. Feeding habits include consuming slugs and snails. The snake's name pays homage to José Vieiras, a Venezuelan biologist and wildlife photographer renowned for creating the Ex Situ project. This project provides free access images portraying Latin American fauna against a white background. Number 9. Wellborn snail-eating snake. The scientific name of Wellborn snail-eating snake is Dipsas wellborni. These species are primarily located in southeastern Ecuador and northern Peru. Measuring approximately 2 feet in length, these snakes typically exhibit a predominantly reddish-brown coloration, occasionally adorned with a white stripe. Their distinctive appearance is further characterized by large, round tan eyes. Specimens have been observed foraging on vegetation situated 20 to 350 centimeters above the ground within old-growth to moderately disturbed evergreen montane forests. Snakes of this species are known for their docile nature and typically do not attempt to bite. In response to threats, individuals may flatten their bodies and expand their heads, creating a triangular shape, while also emitting a musky and unappetizing odor. The snake's name pays tribute to David Wellborn, a lifelong advocate for ecosystem and species conservation. He actively supports and serves on several non-profit boards dedicated to environmental causes. Number 10. Hidden snail-eating snake. The hidden snail-eating snake, scientifically designated as Dipsas apparaturidos, is indigenous to the western and central regions of Panama. Initially observed in 1977 by Dr. Charles Myers, a scientist renowned for his study of amphibians and reptiles across Panama, the snake has only recently received a formal scientific description. It is distinguished by its bulbous head and a distinctive brown and black pattern. Males of this species can reach up to 18 inches in snout-to-vent length, while females typically measure around 16 inches. Belonging to the genus Dipsas, which encompasses the snail suckers, a unique group of snakes that prey on soft-bodied creatures such as snails, slugs, and earthworms. This snake species has remained concealed in plain sight for 46 years despite being located in a highly studied field site for herpetological research. The species name, derived from the Greek word apparaturidos, meaning unnoticed, reflects its inconspicuous presence. Number 11. Mung keelback snake. The mung keelback snake, scientifically classified as Rhabdophis mongorum, marks the 34th keelback snake species documented by science. It was stumbled upon in a dry stream located on Mount Phanxipan in northern Vietnam by two individuals from the Hmong community. This venomous serpent, measuring approximately 20 inches in length, exhibits a distinctive appearance, characterized by a small metallic purple body, an orange neck, an iridescent underbelly, and a pale line along its upper jaw. Keelbacks, categorized as medium-sized semi-aquatic snakes native to South, East, and Southeast Asia, possess venom-producing capabilities and are also toxic, storing toxins obtained from their diet of toads and fireflies in their neck glands. In recognition of the Hmong people's role in its discovery, the snake was aptly named after them. Number 12. Northern Sayadri keelback. The northern Sayadri keelback, scientifically labeled Sayadriophis uterigati, represents a newly discovered snake species inhabiting the northern regions of the Western Ghats. These snakes display a range of coloration from brown to dark gray, adorned with black and white markings scattered towards the posterior of their bodies. Juvenile specimens are distinguished by a prominent blotch or collar mark on the nape, a feature that diminishes as they mature. Discovered in a dry stream bed during daylight hours, they exhibit diurnal behavior. Members of this genus are predominantly active during the monsoon season. Their diet primarily consists of frogs and their eggs. Characterized by their gentle demeanor, these snakes rarely bite when handled. The species name combines Sayadri, derived from the Sanskrit term for the Western Ghats, with ophis, the Greek word for snakes. Number 13. Nganga Ringha. After 42 years, a snake housed in a museum in Zimbabwe since 1982 has been classified as a new species, named the Nganga Ringha, scientifically referred to as Hemicadus nyangensis. This hooded serpent, known for its venom-spitting ability, originates from the mountainous Nganga region of Zimbabwe. The eastern highlands of Zimbabwe, along with the adjacent savannas and dry forests, serve as the habitat for this species. These enigmatic snakes exhibit distinctive markings, with red skin visible between their scales, creating a striking pattern resembling black dots on a red background when their hood is expanded. When encountered on the grounds of Cecil Rhodes' Nganga estate in Nganga, they adopt a defensive posture reminiscent of cobras, raising their hoods. The Nganga Ringha possess modified fangs adapted for spitting venom, a trait shared with closely related true cobras, which utilize these specialized fangs to project venom toward perceived threats. Unfortunately, sightings of this species in the wild ceased after 1988, raising concerns about its potential extinction. Number 14. Eyelash Pit Viper. The Eyelash Pit Viper, scientifically known as Trimeresurus ayarwadiensis, has been identified in the Ayeyarwady and Yangon regions of southern Myanmar. These venomous snakes can grow to lengths exceeding 3 feet, initially considered a possible hybrid population between the red-tailed pit viper from the northern coast of Myanmar and the mangrove pit viper from southern Myanmar. Due to their strikingly different appearances, either dark green speckled with blotches akin to the mangrove pit viper, or a vivid emerald resembling the red-tailed pit viper, genetic analysis has confirmed them as a distinct species. The snake's name pays homage to the Ayeyarwady River, Myanmar's largest and most significant river. Number 15. Limestone Eyelash Pit Viper. On September 19, 2023, researchers announced the discovery of a previously unknown pit viper in the Satin province of Thailand. This particular species, the smallest within its venomous subfamily, measures approximately 17 inches in length. Sporting vibrant emerald green and reddish-brown hues, the snake effortlessly blends into the moss-covered limestone rocks where it was first sighted. A distinctive characteristic is the presence of scales above its eyes, resembling eyelashes. Hence, it was named the limestone eyelash pit viper, scientifically known as Trimeresurus ciliaris. Like other pit vipers, this new species possesses a triangular head, heat-sensing pits located between its eyes and nostrils, and vertical pupils. Its diet primarily consists of day geckos, showcasing its specialized feeding habits. Number 16. UTs Pit Viper. The UTs Pit Viper, scientifically labeled Trimeresurus uetzi, represents a newly identified venomous snake species discovered in central and southern regions of Myanmar, often near residential areas, where they can be found perched on branches, shrubs, or the ground. These snakes possess a slender physique, extending up to approximately 2.7 feet in length, and exhibit a vibrant green hue. Female specimens are distinguished by their green-gold eyes, while males feature copper-colored eyes and notably shorter genitalia, which are deeply forked. Despite its peculiar appearance, the presence of bifurcated genitalia is not uncommon in the animal kingdom, as all snakes possess two hemipenes, and numerous reptile species exhibit a forked hemipenis. Belonging to the Trimeresurus genus of pit vipers, this snake's venom is known to destroy red blood cells, disrupt blood clotting, and induce organ degeneration. The species is named in honor of Virginia Commonwealth University professor Peter Utz, acknowledging his creation of the reptile database, a comprehensive repository of reptile species and taxonomy relied upon by scientists and enthusiasts worldwide who study reptiles. And those are some of the new species of snakes discovered in 2023. Do any of the new snakes amaze or shock you? Or do you have any favorites on the list? Share your thoughts in the comments. By the way, if you liked the video, please consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed to the channel. I also appreciate you giving it a thumbs up and sharing it with your friends. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.